Hello and welcome to another video, and today, as you can see, I'm at Motogp 19 once again, and we're here for another episode of A Race Against Poland. Here we are at Malaysia, finally, at my favourite track, and we get to ride the Yamaha, my favourite bike. So this, you know, I'm going to definitely enjoy this one. I probably won't actually be able to beat my personal best lap time, because it's not very good. It's not the best lap. I probably could beat it now if I spent, you know, actually time trialling. But I did time trial this track a little bit when the game first came out, so my time is a little bit better. Same with Donington Park as well, but obviously we won't come across that in the series. But obviously, as you can see, Fabio Quartararo got pole today in Malaysia, so that must have been massive for the crowd. And if he can win tomorrow, it'll be absolutely insane. A Malaysian team winning the Malaysian Grand Prix, it will kick off. But he sets a 1 minute 58.303, which I have beaten before, so I know I can beat it. As you can see, obviously my personal best there is a 57.5. Hopefully we can beat that, although I don't think it'll happen on one lap. I think if I come back and brought a setup, then yeah, probably I could beat it, but I'm not doing it with a setup right now. I only do that if I'm really struggling. Although that is my personal best lap, so I'm probably not going to do that. So obviously I actually did my lap as myself, so I'll turn the ghost off if I do fail off camera. But oh, that's going to be a fail straight away. So yeah, I've lost the rear into turn 1. So yes, I will try that one again, and I can turn the ghost off this time. So out the last corner we go, coming up towards the line. Sorry about a shaky start there into turn 1. It's the first time I played the game for, well, probably since the last episode of Race Against Poland properly. I've been on it a couple of times, doing some mods and things. But yeah, I've been trying to get on with some mods. Obviously coming up towards, you know, it's November time now, so I need to be getting the 2020 mod sort of finished. I'm a little bit behind on it, so I do need to spend some time doing that. Also got score as well, but we'll talk about Motogp here. That's what we're here for. So we are actually grey in the first sector. Unfortunately, we're not beating my lap time so far. I'm going to be a bit disappointed if we can't beat it. The bike does not seem to want to stop into these corners, must be said. It's probably not helping out at all. Remember, it is 58.3 we have to beat, so, you know, 57.5, we can't lose too much time. Around this lap, oh, that's invalidated it apparently. Okay, that definitely would have done, but yeah, the thing before invalidated it, so we'll have another go here. So I hyped the whole thing up, saying it's my favourite track, and I'm on my favourite bike, but here we are, we're probably struggling, you know, a bit more than I thought we would. So go into turn 1 now. I think we've probably gone in a little hot. Yes, we have got him massively hot. That's going to be a lot of time lost there. So the corner line Marquez had this big high side coming through turn 2. So go through 3. Hit the brakes. Going into 4. We've gone in way too hot. We aren't going to get that stopped. No, yeah. We really didn't get that stopped at all. Through turn 6 on the curb, that's a little bit of a dodgy thing to do, but you can kind of get away with it on some flatter curbs like that. And we've turned it too early for 7th. Actually, we've actually crashed. Yeah, so again, making a mistake at the Sepang, not too good. So coming towards the line again then now. Definitely struggling a little bit here because a lot of you say that I ride the bike like GP18 still, which I do. I do need to work on that, but this track especially, I'm going to ride it like GP18 just because I did so many laps at this track on GP18. Because I really tried to get, you know, a good time trial time on that track. It's the only track I actually tried to really get a good time trial lap on. I think I'm in the top 30. I'm not sure though. It's probably different now. It was a good few months ago now that I set the lap time. But I managed to get into the 52s, I'm pretty sure, in time trial. I got into the 51s once in a race as well, so you can see how much further off the pace I am compared to last year's time. Because I just remember when I set these laps, I'm like, I did a 51 in a race, and I'm doing 57s in time trial. It's 6 seconds a lap slower. They did take a lot of speed off the game this year. All my turning points and stuff are totally wrong as well. And it's not much of an excuse because the game has been out so much at this point, I should have adapted. It's been out since June. It's now November, so I should have adapted at this point. But this is one track that I've sunk so much time into Motogp 18, and I've just not done the same on Motogp 19, so I've not been able to adapt. We've broke so late for the hairpin. That was way too hot. We're going to be lucky if we actually beat Quartararo's lap here, let alone my own. It is annoying me a little bit that I can't beat my own, though. It's definitely playing on the back of my mind a little. but that was set on the factory Yamaha, so there is a little different, but it's not massive. Definitely need to probably try some sort of setup maybe, if I'm going to go about beating that. But out of turn 14, obviously the infamous corner with, yeah, well, the incident. I won't mention it. Don't want to stir the pot again, but just saying that's what the corner's known for, in my opinion anyway. But as we go towards the final corner now, turn 15, it's a pretty tricky old corner, that one. Out of 15 we go, slide in the rear end. As we got towards the line, what is it going to be? 57.5 has gone past. 58.4, so yeah, we've got to go again, so we didn't actually beat Fabio's lap time. So I told you this would be touch and go. And we've gone straight on it once again. Because we fire it out of the last corner then, up towards the line, once again to start another lap. I've changed my approach a little bit here, so hopefully we should be able to beat the lap time now. Oh, I've gone too wide to turn 9 there, that's not so good. But we are massively under the lap time, 7/10 I think we were at the previous sector. Under the lap time I set already, not the personal best lap time. So actually, oh well, he did gain time, I thought we'd lost time there, I thought it was a 6 but it was an 8, so he's gaining another 10th. So we should be able to beat this pretty convincingly, because we're 8/10 under, and we're only about 2/10 away from the lap time. So we should be able to beat it, but still not by as much as I would have liked. But I suppose that's just how it is sometimes. We tip it into the last corner now. Towards the line. Oh, 57.6, so only a 10th off my personal best. But yeah, that was plenty good enough there to beat Fabio's pole time. So we will head to the leaderboards and have a look at what the fastest one in the world is, and where I am on the leaderboards currently, because I'm only a 10th off my lap time, so it should be pretty similar. So yeah, we'll head to the leaderboards and have a look at those. So we're on the leaderboards now, and I am 79th on the leaderboards, and I was 77th before I started doing this, so I've actually dropped down 2 places from before, so that's interesting. So we'll head up to the top positions. We are miles off. A 53.8 there for Trastevere. Unbelievable stuff. So 53.8, that's almost getting into, well, for him it's probably still pretty far off his Motogp 18 time, but that's getting into territories of race pace times for me on Motogp 18, which is insane. Absolutely insane. He's got a big distance over to the guys behind. So you obviously can see Pistol there in 11th at 55.3. So it'd actually probably be possible to get into the top 20 here if I put a bit of time into time trialing, but I don't really have the time for that right now, so yeah, if you don't see my name there, that'll be why. Also, I'm probably not good enough to do it, but we'll go with the I'm too busy to time trial. But I hope you enjoyed that one. I know I made a bit of a fool of myself, because I was like, oh, it's my favourite track. I didn't say I'd be able to easily beat the time, so that's good, at least I didn't say that. But yeah, it took me a few more attempts than I expected it would do. But that's the fun of this series sometimes, that is the fun of it. Sometimes it's a little bit harder, especially when you're jumping on the game. Don't play it as regularly as I would like, but that's just kind of how things are. But like I said, I hope you've enjoyed this one, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I shall see you in the next one.